bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Vaccines for many major diseases were created during the 20th century. This helped to prevent epidemics and the return of other diseases that could have wiped out many of the world's population, such as influenza.
Here are crutches that represent amputation. The soldiers in World War I caught a disease called trench foot due to insanitary conditions in the trenches. Ugh.
After the Second World War, there was a movement in support of a separate state and society for Jews. There was a mass migration of Jews to a region of Palestine now known as Israel after it was assigned to them by the UN. This was due to their mistreatment during the Holocaust.
Ugh.
The creation of the internet helped to allow people and cultures to spread ideas faster and to more people without direct interaction. This was accomplished through social media, email, instant messaging, dank memes, etc.
The conflict in Iraq was caused by American hostility to Islam. It still affects us today as the bias against Muslims causes more issues.
During World War II, Jewish people were discriminated and labeled by a yellow Star of David patch on their chest. This created a social boundary amongst people of that time and also had interaction being genocide while others being Nazis.
The development of stronger weapons caused more violence with society and formed more conflict all over the world. The Cold War is a great example of this because the US and the Soviet Union both had nuclear weapons, and the threats to fire them at each other caused a war.
The US joined World War II in response to Japan's attempts to expand their land in the Pacific. The US eventually dropped 2 atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
In Germany post-World War I, hyperinflation occurred, meaning that the value of money drastically fell, so far to the point where carrying money in wheelbarrows is necessary to pay for the cost expansion.
Luck, 20% skill, 15%.
Planes helped to make it easier to transport goods around the world, and other machines made it easier to produce goods faster. This creation played a major role in the First World War.
As the communist idea spread across Eastern Europe, there was an increased divide between nations that adapted to either communism or capitalism. The Berlin Wall shows this split in Germany.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
As industrialization increased, factories embellished throughout the globe, becoming more prominent and more dependent. Thus the reduction of the need of an agricultural-based lifestyle.
The creation of the birth control pill gave women a control over their fertility and allowed them to have a stronger role in the society. They were able to work more and take a larger role due to their ability to practically control their pregnancy.
The Title IX of 1972 attempted to equalize female opportunity in education. It eventually revolved around athletics, but resulted in a lack of opportunity for males.
As war thrived throughout the world, the concept of total war began to take place. With the Industrial Revolution, factories emerged, and whilst the men out at war, women took their place. Thus, a more prominent role for women. So as more industrialization developed, The need for agricultural lifestyles decreased. Thus, a hoe.
Wait, but this has nothing to do with conflict.
Play.
Go.